All right, welcome everybody. This is Bio 103, Human Biology, for spring 2021. My name is Mr. Sohan, and this is just an introductory video. I'm going to just show you, we'll navigate through the Blackboard and look at all the different parts. We'll take a brief look at the syllabus and the schedule, and then we'll kind of go from there. So when you log into Blackboard, this is kind of what it looks like. You go over to My Courses, and you find our course, which is this one down here. And when you click on it, this is our homepage. Now, some of the important parts of this will be the announcements whenever I want to communicate with you guys. Sometimes I'll send you out an email, but most of the time I use the announcements. And as soon as I'm done making this video, I'm going to put an announcement in here saying that the video is now posted now. Blackboard is open. And also, as soon as I'm done with the video, I'll post this video in here as well. And what do we have available here? So let's look around here. Well, the course syllabus is here. So if you click on that, that'll take you to a copy of the course syllabus. And what else is important? If we go down a little bit, we have the content or weekly modules. This one is very important. You're going to be hitting this most of the time. So every week, you'll see a new folder is put up. Now I have week 1, week 2, week 3. I have all the weeks, but the only week that you could probably see, or the only week that you can see, is week 1. So when you open this up, there's a couple things to read. Minimum technology requirements, how to start the course, what am I supposed to do, and I'm explaining that here. Where can you go for help if you have if you are in need of technical help? You could go here, call this number, and during these hours. So definitely want to read this carefully. As we scroll down, these are our books. This is an online textbook, so the link is there for that. That's pretty for you to use. It's free. I don't know if you're really going to need it so much, because most of the material that I post, most of the content, comes in the form of a video lecture along with PowerPoint slides. And when I make the tests, I usually kind of just stick to those things. But this is an extra piece of material that might be useful for you. Now, over here on the right side is our lab book, and you must have that. You must have a hard copy of that, actually. So you're going to have to go to the bookstore in person and pick one of these up. And we're going to start using this starting next week, but second week. So you have to have this. And when you get this, you have to write inside of it with a pen, right? I'm going to be doing video labs with you, and as we do them together, you're going to be writing the information into your lab manuals with a pen. You're not doing anything on the computer with the lab manuals. However, periodically, I am going to say to you, I'm going to communicate with you, and I'm going to say, I need these pages scanned, transferred into a PDF, and submitted. Now, you do not have to send in the entire lab, every single page, but you will wait and see what pages I'm going to be asking from you. And how do we do that? Well, there's a couple ways to do that. If you have an iPhone, you can use your Notes app to scan each page, and then it'll convert it to a PDF. You can then email it to yourself, and then save them onto your computer, and then pull them up and hand them in. Or you can, if you don't have an iPhone, if you have an Android device, you could put Genius Scanned on your phone, and that'll do the same thing. You just take a picture of it, it converts it to a PDF, save it on your computer somewhere through email, and then pull it up and submit it through Blackboard when the time comes. So there is an assignment on here. Now, this is just a practice assignment. This assignment is not going to count, all right? But I do want you to open up your lab books when you get them to page 3 and 4. There's a little contract in there. If we were to be meeting in person, this would be the policies and procedures for safety, and I would have you sign it in person, and I would collect them. Obviously, the safety rules don't really apply for this semester because we're not meeting in person. However, this would be a good practice for you to go to page 3 and 4, take that contract, sign it, use your phone, scan it, save it, and send it in. Okay, so you want to click on this link. This is an actual Blackboard assignment. I put 2 videos, how to scan your documents using the iPhone Notes app and how to scan a document and convert it to a PDF using the Genius Scan. So that's there, that's available to you. So this is just a practice assignment. Here's our syllabus again. And why don't we look at the syllabus actually? All right. So this is me. This is my name. There's my email. I don't give out my phone number. My office hours are email. Email me if you have any questions. Ooh. But what I want you to do if you have questions is go to the discussion board first. Okay, because just because you have a question doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't know the answer. So what do I mean by that? If you go to the discussion board, let's move me over here. Over here in Blackboard, there's this little tab for discussions. And right now I have 2 discussions out. This is like introducing yourself. And it looks like 2 of you already did it. Nice. And I wrote, I'm very excited to begin building this community together. And let's introduce ourselves. So you want to just follow these directions here to start a thread and tell me a little bit about yourself, your hobbies, blah, 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 blah. And looks like a couple of you have gotten started on that already. Now, if you have a question, like this is a typical question. Oh, what chapters are going to be covered on test 1? What lab information is going to be covered for lab exam 1? If you have a question like that you think other people in the class might know, there is a forum down here in the discussions. You guys can't see these ones yet because I didn't make them available, but you probably see this one and you will see this one. General help questions. This is always going to be up. It says, if you have any questions or concerns about the class in general, come here and ask the classmates for help. All right, so this is for if you have a general question that you think somebody else in the class might know the answer to. You don't want to email me. You can come here, let somebody else help you with that. That's fine. If it's a personal question that you want to ask me, well, email me, and then we go from there. All right, so a lot of this is fluff, the learning objectives and all that stuff. Let's kind of get that. Oh, this is important here. This is important. How are we going to calculate your grade? Well, we have lecture and we have lab. In the lecture, there's going to be 5 tests, but we're gonna drop one. So if each test is 100 points and we drop one, that's 400 points. Then we're going to have lab. In lab, we have 3 lab exams, 100 points apiece. We don't drop the lowest one of those. So right now that's 700 points. And then we have homework. For homework, this is like an estimate. Sometimes they're going to be around 20 points each. Some of them are 10, some of them are 30, right? Some of them are 20. It depends on what kind of homework it is. A homework could be, oh, hey, send me some lab pages. Or it can be put together a disorder project using PowerPoint slides and whatnot. If it's a little more advanced, then obviously it's going to be worth more. But collectively, all the homework assignments are going to count for 100 points. And then we have the final exam. I don't know why I'm writing it because it's written right here, which is going to be 200 points. So your grade is going to be all the points that you get throughout the whole semester divided by 1,000. So there's 1,000 points total. All right. And we give that final exam during that last week, that week 16 between there. And it covers everything from the second week of school on. And this is the school's grading system. You can read that. What I really would like to do is go down and yeah, there's our schedule. This is our course schedule for spring. In week one, this is just an introduction, right? There's nothing that's worth points in week one. We're just kind of like navigating Blackboard. We're going to practice using the discussion forum. We're going to introduce yourself, right? You're going to read the documents in the week one folder. You're going to practice submitting that lab PDF, that what do you call that? The contract. All right. So this introductory lab document submission is not going to be worth any points. So it says homework instruction 10 points. That's not accurate. We're gonna erase that. That's not going to be worth anything. It's just a practice. All right. So we do start content next week. So I will post a video of a lecture along with notes, and it's expected that you're going to watch it. Okay. And then we will begin lab 1, which is the microscope lab. And you must have your lab book by then. So get the lab book. We're going to add that here. Get lab book. That's a must. This is going to be points. If you don't get the lab book, you're going to be missing out. All right. So what about the notes? Where can you find copies of the notes? And then we have the schedule. It goes all the way down, and you see where everything is. Right. Here's our first lecture exam. This is our first lab exam. This is This is where we're going to submit pages of the lab book. It's going to count for points. Here's a disorder project, and I'll explain that when we get closer. But these are all the chapters and labs. So everything is here. All right. This is our schedule. And then we go all the way to the final exam. If we go back to Blackboard, you can see here lecture notes and lab atlas. This is also very important. If you open this up, this is called the BioLab Atlas. This is a PowerPoint. I could try to open up. This PowerPoint is so big, it usually takes a long time to open up. But pretty much this is a great study guide. It's a comprehensive PowerPoint that covers everything pretty much that we do in lab. So definitely want to take the time, open that up, and save it. If we go back, here's lecture notes. So every chapter that we cover, we have copies of the slides right here. All right, so that's where you can find that. That's kind of important. All right, and I'm trying to think of anything else that might be important. I don't think so. I think that's a pretty good start, right? So if we go back to the content or weekly modules, we're in week 1. Read this. Get that book. Here's the syllabus. Practice your submitting that document. And you know what? Maybe I will give everybody 10 points for that. It's such an easy 10 points. You know what? Let's do it. Let's count it. Right? We'll start off everybody with a nice bang, nice hundy. Give everybody 10 points for that. I don't know why I erased that. Let's keep that. It's easy. It feels good to start off with 100, right? Easy 100. All right, so 10 out of 10. So yeah, you're going to have to click on this this link here, and you'll see there'll be directions on how to submit the files and all that. So you want once you have that that contract signed from your lab, look, again, scan that thing, save it, submit it, and you'll see in your grades. Because this is a teacher view, so your view might be a little bit different. Yeah, I'm not really sure where your grades will be, but my grades are in the grade center down here. I don't know if you have that tab on yours. I'm not really sure. But there is a way for you to see all your grades. All right. I think that's all I have for you guys. Take your time. You have all week. Read this stuff. Read the syllabus carefully. Print that syllabus. Put that schedule up there. Put it on the fridge. Put it somewhere. You don't want to be surprised. Oh my goodness, we got a test. You should see that coming. All the important stuff is here. That discussion tab is there. The syllabus is here. And then this is very important. These two are very important. These ones I don't really use anything else. Okay. The home page. Look for my announcements. Whenever I do write an announcement, I think it goes right to email anyway, so you get an email notification. But yeah, that's it. I look forward to getting this thing rolling. It's not very difficult, all right? It's not very difficult. It's an asynchronous class, so we don't have specific meeting times. When I make the tests, I make them right from the notes. There's no surprise. There's literally no surprise. You're not gonna have a hard time at all. Same thing with lab. I make these lab exams right from that book. You don't have to go to the library or go to Open Lab. You don't have to go anywhere else to prepare. You just have to have your lab book in front of you. And, you got to watch the videos. You got to get your labs done. I'll do them with you. And then be ready to submit specific pages that I ask for. Don't send me your full labs. Don't send them. Only the pages that I specifically asked for, and I'm going to put that in an actual Blackboard assignment. You'll see it when it comes up. Okay. Good luck this semester. If you have any questions, discussion board first. If it's a question that you don't think will be answered through the discussion board, email me. Okay. Take it easy. Good luck.